Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This week I'm glad you guys are back for a brand new recipe. This week we're going to be making a delicious salsa. It's going to be a roasted salsa, super easy and simple, perfect for some tacos or chips and salsa. So if you want to learn how to make this delicious recipe and more Mexican recipes, I suggest you subscribe to our channel. We post every single week a new recipe. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, share with your friends if you loved it. Leave me a comment down below with any other recipes you would want me to make next, or any questions about this recipe, and I'll go ahead and give you a comment back whenever I see it. And for the ingredients this week, we're going to be needing 6 Roma tomatoes, half an onion and 2 garlic cloves, 4 serrano peppers, and a little bunch of cilantro. We're going to start off by roasting our tomatoes. Typically you want to do this on a comal, but if you're new to our channel, you may want to know that I do have an electric stove, and some comals don't work on my electric stove. I have a hard time finding a comal that works, so I have found this skillet that works perfect for roasting everything. I'm going to be putting my tomatoes to roast on the skillet, but if you have your comal, that would work even better. We're going to place everything in the middle, and we're going to roast it on medium to low heat. You're going to keep moving your tomatoes and your serranos every once in a while. For your garlic clove, you want to make sure that it's not burned. It's just slightly toasted on both sides. And I am going to be adding a couple more serrano peppers to my salsa just because I do want this to be a little bit more spicy than usual. Serrano peppers are typically very spicy, so if you don't want it as spicy, I suggest using jalapenos, or only using 1 serrano pepper. You can also roast a couple of them and keep adding them to your blender or your mocahete until you get your desired heat. Also, for a faster cooking, you can place a lid on top of your skillet or your comal, and that's going to keep the heat inside of your skillet or your comal to help the tomatoes cook in the center. Since you are roasting your tomatoes, the skin is going to turn slightly brown, almost burning. That's what you want. And as soon as everything starts to get ready, for example my garlic here, this is ready, I'm going to start adding them to my blender. Also, some of my chiles that I put down first, as you can see, it's very roasted. I'm going to take off the stem and I'm going to place them on my blender as well. Typically you want to do this on a mocahete. I do have a mocahete, but I'm working on the process of curing it. Curing your mocahete takes a long time. I have seen some videos on YouTube where curing a mocahete takes like an hour or 2 for you to blend rice and salt together to cure it. But for my mocahete, I really want to cure it, just because if you don't cure your mocahete correctly, some of the rocks can fall into your salsa and you're potentially going to be eating those rocks. So you want to make sure that you cure your mocahete very good. And for me, I'm taking my time and make sure that I am curing it correct. Since this is my first time doing it, I have gotten advice from my family that I need to cure it up for at least a month or 2. And since you guys know I work and still upload videos as a hobby, I don't have much time on my hands to cure my mocahete, but slowly but surely I will be uploading you guys a video on how I cure my mocahete. But for now, I'm going to be blending my salsa on my blender. We're going to take everything to our blender. Not that my tomatoes are very soft and squishy. And as you can see on my skillet, I still have some of the burned parts of the tomato that was left over. I'm going to peel those if I can without scratching the skillet. And I'm going to be adding this to my blender because that's what's going to give it flavor. And also, if this is your favorite skillet like it is mine, because this skillet really works for everything, I don't want to scratch the skillet while washing it to take off all the skin that's left over on the burn whenever I was roasting my tomatillos and the skin got burnt and it got stuck to the skillet. So a little trick that I found out, it's that you're going to add a little bit of water while your skillet is hot, and you're going to put it on very low heat, and you're going to let that boil for just a couple minutes, and you're going to see that the parts of the skillet that was burnt, it's gonna lift right off, and it's gonna be a much easier process of cleaning your skillet without scratching it or using a metal scrubber. Not that I have all my tomatoes, garlic, and serrano peppers on my blender. I'm going to be adding just a little piece of onion, and we're gonna close my blender. I'm gonna blend it for about 3 minutes. While my salsa is blending, I'm gonna be chopping my onion and my cilantro. You want to get just a little bunch, and you want to chop it as finely as you can, and we're going to add it to a bowl. We're going to follow the same process with the onion. I'm only going to be adding just a little bit of onion because I did add onion to my blender to blend the salsa, but I do also want a little bit of the crunchy onion on my salsa, so I'm going to be adding just a little bit, and I'm going to chop it very finely as well. We're going to add that to a bowl, and once our salsa is ready, we're going to dump the salsa into our bowl. I did forget to add salt at the beginning of this, so I'm going to be mixing this together And I'm going to be adding a little bit of salt to taste, and we're going to mix this again until everything is nicely incorporated. And you're done. And this is the end result for our recipe. This is how I do my roasted salsa. Super easy and convenient when you want to do a quick salsa. Another way you can make your salsa, instead of roasting, you can boil your tomatoes and your serranos. That's going to cook even faster, and you're going to have salsa ready within just minutes. Super easy for tacos, and especially for chips and salsa. And you can leave this in the refrigerator for about 3 to 4 days, and it's still gonna be fresh. I hope you guys liked today's recipe. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Share with your friends if you loved it. Leave me a comment down below with any other suggestions for future recipes, or if you have a comment on this video. Follow me on my Instagram page. Subscribe to our channel so you can be part of this beautiful family. Remember, we upload videos every single week with a brand new recipe. I hope you guys have an amazing day, a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys next week with a brand new recipe. Bye!